Enjoy that. Love that.
At one point when you're performing, I'll be holding up my phone.
Steve Shetler Media presents Tuesday Night Tune-Up, TNT. Coming to you from Smoky Row in Oskaloosa, Iowa. On Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m., April 16th through August 13th. Hosted by Safe Craftsy. Talking to local and area drivers. Get tuned up for the racing week ahead with Tuesday Night Tune-Up, TNT. Starting April 16th, live from Smoky Row in Oskaloosa, right here on Steve Shetler Media. Hey, we are live from Barnwired in big old Sigourney, Iowa. How we doing today? Glad to be hanging out with you here at the Iowa Music Showcase. Again, we are live from Barnwired, and here with us right now is Melissa. Melissa, I remembered your name. That's a good start. Get in here, Melissa, and you can tell us about all the specials going on here at Barnwired.
So today our special is lasagna, and I think it comes with a side of garlic toast and green beans, yes. So come on in for some homemade lasagna today. We have so much new stuff coming in. Like, you walk in and it doesn't even look like the same store hardly. So many new things coming in. One thing's coming up that you need to put on your calendar is Rural Road Trip is coming up in 2 weeks. So put that on your calendar, April 26, 27. This place is going to be completely flipped around. We're going to work on tearing apart the store tomorrow, making it all different, all new, fresh for you for Rural Road Trip. And we have tons of specials coming up for that, and deals that we're going to offer that we don't usually any other time. So prepare for that.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you, Melissa. Give it up for Melissa. Let her feel the love this morning. And lasagna, the special lunch for today. All right. So again, we are hanging out as we do every Friday from 11:30 to noon for our Iowa Music Showcase. As you can see, we've got Mr. Joshua Sinclair. Joshua, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. It's great to be back.
Yeah.
Great to be, this is my first time on Barnwired, so it's great to see you again.
Yes, as I tell most of the guests, it's like, most of us have known each other for several years now, actually.
Absolutely.
So we go back a ways. We've done radio before, and now we're doing kind of the same type of a thing in video form. So people get to look at my ugly mug, and they get to see what the artists look like. So
that's great. I love it, man.
Kind of adds a new dimension to things.
Yes.
But for those not knowing who you are, Joshua, tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been a musician for most of my life. Played in bands for a long time. Lived in New York City with my brother with a band called Little Mojo for about 6 years, and we did stuff all over the country. It was super fun. I started doing solo stuff back in I think it was about 2012 or so, and I really got into country music and kind of writing. Like, I'm a rock guy, but it was fun to kind of start writing songs that more stories to the songs and stuff, and so I really got into that, and I've just been releasing albums and touring, and I do a one-man band kind of live show where it's live looping, just all on the fly. And I've got a new record coming out May 1st, so I'm just excited. I'm not burnt out. I love it. I do about 200 shows a year still, and I love it, man. I absolutely love everything about it.
That's crazy. You kind of look like a rock and roller.
I washed my hair today, so that's good, man. I don't know how rock and roll that is, but I don't know, man.
I'm trying to figure out who your T-shirt is, or who's on your
Sunny Sweeney.
Oh, Sunny Sweeney. Yeah, she's.
Yeah, she's great, man.
Is she a Texas artist?
She is.
All right, that's what I was thinking. So, all right, and you got the tattoos. You got the look, man.
Yeah. Just kind of. I'm running out of real estate though. I don't know.
Are you all tattooed up and down your legs too?
No, not on the legs. So I guess there's that.
Just got to move down. Maybe do a little teardrop or something.
Yeah, maybe I can do
Jelly roll.
The Steve Shetler show. I've got some
Steve
room
Shetler
here
Media.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Next time I come here, I'll just surprise you. Hey, buddy, I got a new tattoo, man.
Just right on your forehead.
Steve, you never know.
You can take off your bandana, and there's.
I don't know. I don't know about the face ones, but maybe, who knows?
Jelly Roll's making that popular.
Oh, yeah,
so.
absolutely, yeah.
Joshua Sinclair. So you're a full-time musician, right?
I am, yep. And, like I said, man, I love it. It's we talked a little bit before we came on air, but it's it's a constant hustle, it's a constant grind, but I love it because I'm always just excited about what's in store. I love to be able to still write songs and still have the ideas to write songs. So it's just all the good and the bad just kind of all come together, and it's fun. I really love it.
And you say you're playing like at least 200 shows.
Yeah, I
a
average
year.
about 200 shows a year now, and it's great because I can go places that I don't have to be like back at home like to have to work on Monday and stuff. So it's just really but still trying to find that balance. That's tough sometimes. Like I go on vacations now that aren't working vacations with my girlfriend because she's like, no, you shouldn't be. We don't want to work on this one. So, but yeah, we have a good time, man.
Are most of those dates in Iowa, or are you getting out or just around the United States? Or
I have a lot of stuff all over Iowa, but I do a lot of stuff all around the Midwest too. I'll be down in Texas for some shows again later this year too, and get to Tennessee every once in a while. But yeah, I mean, I just kind of go where I'm asked to go, where I get a chance to go. So and then it's a matter of like strategically like booking those tours, so you're not driving 700 miles for one show and stuff. So yeah,
and kind of like this weekend, you were talking before we went on. This is kind of an Eastern Iowa swing for you this weekend.
Yeah, I'm in Iowa City tonight at the Highlander, at the Supper Club there at the Highlander Hotel, and then tomorrow I'm at El Rey's in Iowa City, and then Kelowna Brewing on Sunday. So a little bit of a just a quick little three-date run.
Yeah.
So.
And you were talking about going on vacation and not working. Is it hard for you? Like if you're just out being social and maybe you're seeing somebody on stage, and is it hard for you to sit back or are you like, man, I'd like to be up there right now?
It depends on what it is. Like I love the opportunity to see like a lot of my friends that are musicians when I'm not playing like a show, which is very few and far between for any of us. But like to go out and support and just catch up. I think we're all kind of doing the same thing, and we all really just support each other. So. I love it, man. Like I just really enjoy like any kind of music. So it's always good just to like I don't feel like the sense of FOMO like where I'm like, oh man, I wish I was up there doing that. It depends though. Like sometimes I'm like, oh man, I totally should have had this opening slot or something, man. But it's all good. I'm happy for everybody, and it's cool.
Do fellow Iowa artists ever see you in the crowd maybe and say, get on up here, Josh?
I mean, it's happened before, and usually like if I'm like attending a show. I'll be like kind of like not really like front and center and stuff, but they can pick me out sometimes. So which is fine though. I mean, I always love like doing things like that too, and it's kind of like the 5 random questions. It's you just don't know what to expect. You're like, okay, I'll just watch your fingers there, and let's go. But it's fun, man.
All right, well, let's get to our first song of the day.
Okay.
All right, so I'm looking at your guitar. What's TOT? What's Tot?
Well, one of my other guitars is Tater.
Okay.
So I got this as a backup for Tater. And he actually sounds better than Tater, so I've been using him quite a bit the last year and a half or so. So Tot, like it's kind of like a boat. You kind of have to name like the things that you use, and so all my guitars have names. My mandolin is like a little small instrument, so I call him Little Fella. And but yeah, they all have like stickers on them and stuff. So they gotta have names, Steve. They gotta have names.
Little or little?
Well, I say little, but I didn't have enough stickers, so it's LIL. Yeah. So
that's what I was hoping.
There you go, man.
Well, let's go ahead and do your first song of the day. Man. What are you gonna do for us?
Well, this is the first single off my new record. Like I said, again, it comes out May 1st. But it's a song I grew up in a little suburb of Des Moines called Beaverdale, and it wasn't so much a small town, but it felt like a small town. Like we were all friends with everybody in the block, and I kind of wrote this song about that. It's called Summer in a Small Town, so kind of going back to my youth.
All right, let's do it. Here's Joshua Sinclair on our Iowa Music Showcase.
Main Street buzzing with a local band, barbecue smoking some Dixieland, late night drives down a gravel road, and church bells ringing on Sunday morning, baseball game and some knee-high corn, cooking them up, yeah, well, that's how it goes. Cut-off jeans and a country song, and Daisy Dukes that don't stay on, sweet tea sipping on a front porch, swinging this southern town. Cold beer and whiskey shots, up all night in parking lots, good friends and pretty girls just a hanging around. Summer in a small town. Sipping that sunshine lemonade, stealing kisses in the shade. Life is good when you're living the dream. Dirt bike riding till the sun goes down, drinking from a hose laying on the ground. Simple life, yeah, well that's all we need. A cut off jeans and a country song, and Daisy Dukes that don't stay on. Sweet tea sipping on a front porch, swinging this southern town. Cold beer and whiskey shots, up all night in parking lots. Good friends and pretty girls just hanging around. The summer in a small town. Cut out jeans and a country song, Daisy Dukes that don't stay on. Sweet tea sipping on a front porch, swinging this southern town. Cold beer and whiskey shots, up all night in parking lots. Good friends and pretty girls just hanging around. The summer in a small town. Oh, summer in a small town. Yeah, yeah.
Joshua Sinclair on our Iowa Music
Thanks,
Showcase.
man. Thank you. Table number 1 right there, man. All right.
We're hanging out at Barnwired in Sigourney on this beautiful Friday. Man, we are in store for a great weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful day today. A little bit breezy, but jumping into the 80s on Sunday.
I'll take it, man.
Yeah, you're gigging all weekend long, so you'll have some good driving weather.
A little bit, yeah. And I always kind of I love just getting to cities that I get to a few times every year, and then spending some time walking around, checking out some stores, some restaurants, and so yeah, it'd be a good time to be out.
You were mentioning the square here on Sigourney is kind of makes you feel like any other small town Iowa.
Yeah.
It's just has that nice hometown feel.
Yeah, very
to it.
familiar and stuff. So yeah, that's cool.
Very cool. Again, Joshua Sinclair. New music coming out here at the 1st of May. Is it May 1st or is it
May 1st? I
May
just thought
1st.
that'd be good. Let's just have it drop on May 1st. So it'll be everywhere. Anywhere you download stream music. You can also check out my website. I'll have a link up there that you can stream the album for free too. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
May 1st.
you're leaning in. I was going to say diving in, kind of leaning into the streaming people. Have you given up on the CDs?
I still have CDs from my last few records, but I probably give away more than I sell, which is fine. I still love having tangible things, and on this next album, I'm actually doing vinyl, so that'll be kind of fun. And it's really cool. I was able to do this run of vinyl that's they're all different colors. I think there's 4 or 5 different colors of the actual record. So it could be blue or yellow or red. You just don't know what you're gonna get. So it'll be kind of fun. So I'm looking
And if
forward to it.
people like to collect, they could be like, "Oh,
There you go.
I got to get that color, and then I got to get
Hey,
this color."
I like that. Yeah,
Got to get all the colors.
But you don't know what's you don't know what it is.
Yeah,
So you have to
true.
buy 10 of them or something. Yeah, there you go.
So get all the colors.
There you go, man.
From Joshua Sinclair. Now, are there any artists that you listen to quite a bit, or who are some of your favorite, maybe country, maybe non-country artists that you listen to?
Well, like I said, being a rock guy at heart, I love all the stuff I grew up listening to, Hendrix, Zeppelin, and stuff. But I'm a huge Cadillac 3 fan. I love the way Jaron Johnson writes and stuff, and we've been friends the last few years and stuff, so I always am excited about what they're putting out, and then the records that they produce as well. So that would probably be my big influence right now. Because they're rock, but they're country. They're kind of like their own subgenre,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is kind of cool. So
And
it's good.
I know you used to say that you did some things and know the guys from Cadillac 3, right?
Right, yeah, yep. Jaron and Neil and Kelby and stuff. Anytime they come to town, we always catch up, and yeah, they're good dudes, man.
Yeah, so name drop some of your old rock people, rock bands that you say Hendrix. Were you like into the '90s scene at all?
Oh yeah, I mean, like, being like a '90s kid, I listened to all the stuff, like Third Eye Blind and Sublime, and just kind of all the ones. I was really never that big into Pearl Jam, but I love Smashing Pumpkins. I remember
The
skipping
world
school.
is a vampire.
Yeah. I skipped school to go and buy that double album cassette. When Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness came out. I was a big Blind Melon fan, and it was kind of cool. Like a few years ago, they obviously have a new lead singer, but my brother and I got a chance to open for Blind Melon when they came into Des Moines. It's probably like 10 or 12 years ago or so, and it was just very like one of those like kind of full circle kind of moments and stuff. But man, just all that stuff. And it doesn't really necessarily matter about like the artist. It's all about the song. Like I love a good song. I love something that I can dig my teeth into and get something out of, whether it's rock or rap or country or whatever. I love a good song. So
Very cool. Has anybody ever told you, Josh, that you look like Keith Urban?
it's funny when you said that, because as soon as like has anybody ever told you, like, I'm like, oh, I wonder if he's gonna say Keith Urban.
You knew I was going there.
I've gotten it a few times.
I've said that to you before.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll take it every single time. So I mean, he's a good looking dude, so I'll take it every single time, man. So yeah, I appreciate that. Actually, I had to throw in like a Keith Urban cover. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago, because people kept saying, "Oh, do you know Keith Urban? You look just like him. You got to do some." So I'm like, "All right, I'll do a Keith Urban song." So yeah.
Do you have an Australian accent that you can throw on?
Good day, mate. Throwing in the strip on the barbie. That's all I got, man.
You could probably pull it off.
That's all I got, man. Well, I thought, in case like things don't work out with my solo career, I was talking to my brother. I'm like, we need to do like a Keith Urban tribute band, and just do all Keith Urban songs.
You could pull it off.
Who knows, man? Who knows? I have to work on the accent though, Hey, Nicole, I have to have my girlfriend, like, she's shorter than I am, so like she'd have to wear like those super high like heels and stuff. But, yeah.
The Nicole Kidman weird clap from the award. Are you familiar?
Yes, yeah.
There was one award show.
Let me see it.
It was like she didn't want to get her fingernails.
Yeah,
Going like this. It was the weirdest thing.
That's awesome,
and
man.
people still look at that and they're like, "What?"
Yeah. I mean,
Who
that's
claps like that.
That's what I always kind of. That's my goal someday, is to become like a GIF or a meme. Like that's what I want. I don't
So you
care
can
if it's
live on
dumb.
forever.
Yeah, just like if I trip on stage or something happens, like as long as somebody captures it and it becomes like a viral like meme, hey, that's cool, man. I'll take it. Any way I can get it, man.
Maybe we'll make one of those live here on Steve
There you
Shetland
go.
Media
Hey,
today.
you never know. You never know.
Now, I also wanted to get back. You were saying you like Hendrix and those types of players, guitar players. Now, you're a pretty good guitar player yourself,
thanks,
right?
Steve. Thank
Because
you.
I've seen you do your thing live a few times. Especially, you're always up at the Iowa State Fair.
Right,
Seems
yeah.
like you're bouncing around the fair like all
love
week
the
and a
fair,
half
man.
long.
Yep.
And I caught you on the amphitheater stage one time. I think it
Okay.
was you and your brother and a drummer.
Yeah.
And just put on a fantastic live show.
Oh, well, thanks, man. It's one of the things I think I kind of got away from like lead playing and stuff when I got into like doing like the solo thing. But now, like, with being fairly familiar with how to live loop, like I've kind of tried to bring back in my lead work a little bit more, and especially the last couple years. So yeah, I mean, that's one thing about playing guitar or music in general, is like I always feel like I'm learning, like I can still learn like new things. So yeah, I can still be better. So and again, it's just I'll hear things and I'm like, oh man, how'd they do that? Or like how'd they get that sound? So I'm always intrigued by it, man.
Yeah. So highly recommend if you get the opportunity to see Josh in person, and I'm assuming you will have a full Iowa State Fair schedule.
Yeah, I got a few shows out there already and
Yeah.
stuff.
So
yeah.
be on the lookout for him. All right, let's do another live tune, shall
All right.
we?
I want to do the. This is the title track of my record coming out here. And I had a song on my last album that was about my brothers growing up that I called it Brothers. Like I have 3 brothers, and I kind of wanted to like segue into this and write like another kind of sentimental song about growing up, and add the idea of like some of the foods that we ate when we were kids, like ants on a log or whatever and stuff. So I'm in this family chat with my girlfriend's family, and I'm like, I threw out the thing. I'm like, hey, what's some of the foods that you guys ate, when you're growing up? And so I had this whole long list, and then I, kind of took things from the stuff that I ate, and my friends and neighborhood kids ate, and I wrote this song, and it's a little tongue in cheek, but it's meant to be like sentimental as well. So This is the title track. This is called White Trash Recipes.
All right, Joshua Sinclair on our Iowa Music Showcase.
And something like never tasted so good in the second grade summer in my neighborhood. You might have been poor, but you never even know. In the mountains out, get gone, baby. Hit a rock and roll, baby. You never know. Yeah, but why they have to go? Living high on the hog with the cat and the dog, my brothers and my mom and dad. It feels so right every single night. I wish that we could get that back. Time stood still for a couple of years. Can't believe it went so fast. To have more days like these in those white trash recipes. Playing basketball till the sun went down, eating pizza rolls and puppy chow. And never thought I'd miss those days. Watching fireworks shoot across the sky, cooking hot dogs on an open fire. The feeling never really goes away, and I hope that doesn't change. Living high on the hog with the cat and the dog, my brothers and my mom and dad. It feels so right every single night. I wish that we could get that back. Time stood still for a couple of years. Can't believe it went so fast. To have more days like these and those white trash recipes. Well, these memories that stuck with me, but why'd we have to run? I guess we couldn't wait to start growing up. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah. Living high on the hog with the cat and the dog, my brothers and my mom and dad. It feels so right every single night. I wish that we could get that back. Time stood still for a couple of years. Can't believe it went so fast. To have more days like these. I wish we had more days like these. Those white trash recipes. Yeah, those white trash recipes. Yeah, and some log never tasted so good in the second grade summer in my neighborhood. We might have been poor, but you never even know.
It's Joshua Sinclair on our Iowa Music Showcase.
Thanks, man.
And we're live from Barn Wired in Sigourney. Get in here for some lunch, some coffee. How's the coffee? What are you drinking this morning?
I have a decaf white chocolate mocha with skim and no whip and extra hot.
What?
Alright.
What?
It's my go-to. So I gave up caffeine a couple years ago, and yeah, so I love the taste of coffee. And I can't drink cold coffee like the iced coffee.
Okay.
So that's my order.
See, I do a question of the day every day on Steve Shetler Media Facebook, and earlier this week I asked how many cups of coffee do you drink in a day. So I'll ask that one to you. This is not one of your 5 questions.
I mean, this is 24 ounces. So what is that? Is a cup 8 ounces still? Yeah. Well, probably about, and that was the problem, was I was drinking so much caffeine, like just because I love the taste of coffee. Yeah. Probably like 3 to 4 cups of decaf every day. So not too much.
My answer to that question was 0.
Yeah.
I tasted my dad's coffee. I can still remember sitting at the table, reaching across the kitchen table and tasting my dad's coffee once.
Yeah, that's all it took. That's all it took for you. Like, I can't.
I was like,
can't
no,
do this.
I'm not going to do the fancy coffees.
Yeah.
So
You sure you don't want to do a white chocolate mocha decaf skim no whip?
I
Extra
can't
hot?
remember what. What he's having.
There you go.
All right, 5 questions for Joshua Sinclair.
boy, I like
They're not so random because
Okay.
I have them printed off.
All righty.
But all right. So question 1: did you ever do or not do something because of your horoscope? Are you a follower of horoscopes at all?
You know, I'll look at it maybe whenever I see the paper. So maybe like once or twice a month. But no, not really.
Okay.
I'm just like, maybe I'll buy a lottery ticket because it says, hey, you're going to have a lucky day. But no.
That has not worked out yet, has it?
Not yet. No, not yet. What are you saying, Steve?
I mean, if you're hiding the millions and the
What
billions.
he's talking about you.
Question 2: when was the last time you went on a picnic?
Oh, man.
You a picnic person? You and
I
your
mean,
girlfriend?
I don't know, but now she's gonna be like, we should go on a picnic. Thanks a lot, Steve. You know, I can't. Probably when I was, I don't know, 18 or 19 or so. I'm guessing. Like, that's yeah.
I'm the same way. I don't choose to eat outside with the bugs and the heat.
Yeah. I mean, if you count camping, sitting on a picnic table eating. Whenever we try and go camping a couple times a year. Right. So last year.
Okay. Question 3: what's the movie scene that haunted you for a long time after you saw it?
Oh man, definitely Freddy Krueger. Like any Freddy Krueger movie, I'm like, oh, this will be cool. I'm gonna watch this, but then I still don't like seeing him. And I feel like the original clown in It. I didn't even watch the whole movie, but I just remember seeing him in the storm drain or whatever, and I'm just like, I'd walk away from the drains. I don't walk anywhere near those. So yeah.
Question 4: how many times have you changed jobs since high school?
Let me think here. I mean, my last job was a part-time job that I did the books for a company in West Des Moines, and then they closed during COVID. So,
okay.
Let's see. What was the question then? Like,
how many jobs? Basically, how many jobs have you had since high school?
Oh man.
Let's say full-time jobs. How about that?
Probably three
Okay.
full-time jobs. I'm assuming.
And just mostly music.
Are we counting this too?
Sure.
4. There you go.
And then finally, question 5: if you had to walk out of your house with only 3 things, what would those 3 things be?
Oh man, you're gonna make me pick like from my guitars and my cat.
Yeah. You gonna grab your cat, or you gonna grab a guitar?
Well, she can walk out herself, though, right?
What if suddenly she's immobile? Would you grab her?
Okay, you're gonna make me have to say. So Jessica, I have to grab her. Zoe, my cat, and gosh,
Peter or
man.
Todd?
Well, I don't know, but there's also
Or
Tex.
Wolf.
There's
Wolf.
Tex and there's Madge and
No.
and there's probably my first guitar. Probably my first guitar. It was old 1956 Les Paul Jr. that my uncle gave to me. That I've had it ever since I was 10 years old. So
Okay.
I would probably have to take that one.
So your girlfriend, your cat, and a guitar.
Yeah, in any order, right? Or could I have my girlfriend hold my guitar and then I could grab it?
I was gonna say, just get a gigantic
Yeah.
bag.
There
put
you go.
all the guitars in them.
That's like when you ask
And
for
your
like
cat.
when you get genie wishes. It's like, well, I wish for 100 more wishes before we start doing this, So
All right, so there you go. We had a fun 5 questions
all right, that wasn't too bad.
here on the
Trying to
Iowa.
get me in trouble here. See?
Again, Joshua Sinclair, our guest today, and as always, the half hour is just flying by.
Yeah.
Have we touched on everything that you wanted to talk about? The new album's the big thing.
New album. Also, if you want to find me, I tour all over Iowa, tour all over the Midwest. I always have my tour schedule up on my website, too. So it's just joshuasinclair.com. It's got all my social links up there and stuff, videos, music videos. And I will always have my tour schedule up there and stuff, too, updated every week. So if you ever, are thinking like, hey, maybe Josh is, around town, like just check out my schedule and hopefully I'll see you.
Okay. Well, let's do one more tune here.
All right.
What do you got for us?
Well, this is a song that's a couple of friends of mine, they rode Ragbri last year and they got married on Ragbri.
Oh, okay.
And the Des Moines Register did an article about them, and they posted their wedding vows. And at the end of the vows in the article, it says, "We love Jesus, but we like to party." And And I'm like, when I saw that, I'm like, oh man, that'd make a great song. So, so being, born and raised Catholic and still practicing Catholic, like I'm like, I could come up with some really good ideas for this. So, I put this together and it's on my new record. And there's T-shirts that are coming out with this one too that come out in May. Oh, there you go. I love Jesus, but I drink a little. There you go, man. Oh, good. I was afraid I was gonna say, but I like to party. I'm like, oh man, somebody stole my idea. But so yeah, this is off the new record, and yeah, I
This
love
comes
Jesus.
out May 1st.
May 1st, yeah. I love Jesus, but I like to party.
All right, Joshua Sinclair.
Hallelujah, sweet Caroline. Bow my head and I'll pour the wine. Read the Bible, I'll raise them up. 'Cause we all just want, some kind of buzz. And I found salvation in the neon glow of that small town bar in the Holy Ghost. Baptized by the water, and now whiskey pour. I keep a knocking down the walls around heaven's door. So give me oatmeal mornings, give me natty nights. Now give me Sunday sermons, and give me Friday fights. 7 minutes in heaven with a Southern belle. 'Cause I love Jesus, yeah, but I can still raise hell. Make my confession over what I've done. The sweet redemption being passed out drunk. Holy water run through my hands. Take me home, baby, to the promised land. So give me oatmeal mornings, give me natty nights. Give me Sunday sermons, and give me Friday fights. 7 minutes in heaven with a Southern belle. 'Cause I love Jesus, yeah, but I can still raise hell. Yeah, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a man like me. But when the bottle's dry and the beer runs out, yeah, I'm down on my knees. So give me oatmeal mornings, give me natty nights. Give me Sunday sermons, and give me Friday fights. 7 minutes in heaven with a Southern belle. Well, I love Jesus, yeah, but I can still raise hell. And I love Jesus, yeah, but I can still raise hell. All right,
Wow.
tip of one right there, man. All right.
I think some of our folks in attendance can relate to that
all
song.
right. Thanks, you guys.
Be praying for you guys later.
There you go, man.
All right.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you.
So again, we've been doing our Iowa Music Showcase. We are live from Barnwired as we are every Friday. We'll be doing this again next Friday. I'm drawing a blank as to who's coming in. Maybe Jake Beatty, I think, is coming in
man. Jake's
next
great,
Friday.
man.
So tune in then. But Joshua Sinclair, man, this has been great catching up with
Hey,
you.
same to you, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate it, Steve.
yeah.
And yeah, thanks so much, you guys, for hanging out and stuff too. Like, really appreciate it.
And remember, May 1st, the new album.
May 1st,
the
yeah.
new album drops, and people can stream it for free on your,
They can,
your
yeah.
website.
And actually, I've been doing a thing too on my Facebook, my music page. Again, you can just go on my website. My Facebook page is just linked up there. But I've been doing a thing leading up to the release called White Trash Wednesdays. Since the album's called White Trash Recipes, every Wednesday I've been releasing like a video of a new song, like just kind of going down the track order. So by the end of it, there'll be 10 songs. You can go up and check them out there. So there's already been 8 songs released on there and stuff, so you can listen to it right now if you'd like to. But
Cool.
yeah, just trying to do what I can, man. Yeah, just stream it away, share it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, this is one we can run as long as we want because this is my show.
I like that.
I'm the boss. But we didn't talk about. I always like to bring up how you also have done some acting in videos because it was so cool. This was right before, right during the COVID era.
Right before it happened, yeah.
Yeah,
before.
and you were in a video for
Sammy Kershaw.
You were in a Sammy
I was,
Kershaw video.
I played a drug addict in his. What was the song?
My Friend Fred.
Yep. Yeah, and I'd never played a drug addict before, and I guess they. So the friend of mine that shot the video, Zach Van Dorn, he's done a lot of videos, a lot of music videos for me, and so. And I think Royce Johns was kind of the one that put it into motion because he was friends with like Sammy's camp and stuff. So yeah, filmed a couple days on location. And, it was super fun. Like I did my own makeup. I kind of tried to look gaunt and had ripped up clothes. And
Hello.
Speaking of.
Didn't
See,
happen.
we just went a little bit too long. The tape was like
we would have shut this down.
the tape said I'm only staying here for 30 minutes. But it was cool, man. It was like my acting. I didn't have to say anything. I just had to just act.
So check out, Google Sammy Kershaw, My Friend Fred. It's kind of a goofy title, My Friend Fred, but it's a great song.
It's super powerful. It's really cool. So I was really excited to be a part of that because it was just such a neat thing like to be a part of. So
and that was the thing where Sammy recorded some of that video up at the Tama
Ballroom
Opera
right?
House or Ballroom or whatever you call it. And I was actually in attendance. I was like the one person that got invited to sit in the Opera House while he was filming it.
That's awesome, man.
Got to meet Sammy that day, and it was a neat experience. So
that's really cool.
But
That's really
so
cool.
check out that video, and you'll see him doing.
It's
some
like
acting.
we were in the same video, just not together.
Except
so.
I wasn't at all, and you were a drug addict.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. And now I'm just a decaf coffee, white chocolate mocha, skim, no whip, extra hot, right here. So. I'm good.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Josh, again, thank you so much
Hey, man,
for coming
thanks
down.
a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
And go check him out. He's in Eastern Iowa this weekend and all over the place throughout the rest of the year. All right,
you guys.
Joshua Sinclair here on the showcase. We'll be back here Friday at Barn Wired in Sigourney. We'll see you then.